Maybe they'll give us stuff for free. Or more stuff. I'll be cute for them. Fuck you.
No, don't get out. Don't get out. Don't get out.
Are you sure?
Oh, wait.
He's kind of looking at us.
Let's see what I
I'm gonna talk to him. See what he's doing. Hey, what's going on?
See it in your face. I got the good stuff.
All right, now.
Cocaine, pills, whatever you want.
That's pretty much.
You got ecstasy for your rolls?
Is
Okay,
it?
kind of cool, like. That y'all ain't no goddamn police.
No, we're not police, man. I mean, I film everything.
Yeah,
You cool with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't y'all spending money, goddamn, it don't matter.
Okay, no, that's.
What y'all want to get?
I'm saying, like, I didn't. Okay, I coke. Do you have
And some rolls.
Do you have any rolls?
You got that roll? You say you need a lot of coke. I got goddamn 8 ball on deck right now.
How much is that?
125.
Can I have like 2 of them?
Yeah. Kill it. It's round in my house, though. I ain't got nothing on me. And them motherfuckers kind of hot right here, you know what I mean?
Well, where do you live at?
Right around the corner. One
How
street
far?
over. One street over, Elm Street.
Is that okay?
We can do it quick, right? Like,
Yeah.
All right, get in. Hurry up.
Yeah, you got enough for everybody tonight?
Yeah, well, I definitely want. I mean, how many rolls do you want, baby?
Well, I want at least 3 for myself.
All
All
right,
right,
so
well, let's get 10 rolls and then 2 8 balls.
all right. For the 10 roll and 2 8 balls,
Are
yeah,
we going in
450.
the right direction? No,
Yeah.
we got the money, don't worry.
I stay right here.
Okay. Right where? And
This
this.
is my house right here. You see this van, Nick?
Okay. Now I'm saying I got, like, you said 450?
Yeah, 450. I do that. Yeah.
Do you have change?
Yeah, what you change for?
I just have, like, I got 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you want 2 8 ball and you want the 2 what's that? Right?
Yeah, 10 rolls.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
yes, I can
Yeah.
try.
Yeah, try this.
Okay.
What's up?
Right, and so now the next segment.
Another one, man.
You redid it.
The next segment is interview. You guys come up in here. Ladies and gentlemen, 2 decades ago, one of our favorite Atlanta natives made history when he presented the world with one of the most cautionary tales about life in the inner city of Atlanta. This is a man who is self-made. This is a man who has for a very long time put out content that is important to the culture and the community. And without further ado, I would like to introduce everyone to Mr. Curtis Snow.
In the building. Yes, indeed. Hey, the pleasure's all mine. You know what I mean?
Okay, and so tonight, as you can see, Mr. Snow has what he prefers.
Oh, yes, indeed.
I'll be having some vodka shots,
Yes, indeed.
which I will chase with a little orange juice, but I'll try to keep up with Mr. Snow here. I want you to first tell me, what was the genesis of the idea behind Snow on the Bluff? What was the genesis behind it?
Well, how can I put it? My brother, who is deceased, Antonio Snow, he used to buy a lot of things from like people in the neighborhood when they come through, like with, you know, in the neighborhood, in the trap, you know, they don't come through with all types of shit.
Right.
So let me say that one day he bought a camera from a dude, and he didn't know nothing about cameras. He didn't know nothing about it, and he just used to film like a house catch on fire. He'll go to the house fire, film it. And goddamn, we'll watch it at night. It was one of them big VHS cameras. Okay, if a fight break out in the neighborhood, he'll film it and we watch it. You know what I mean? So we had got accustomed to him doing that, and we watched the shit and just laughed. And when he died, I just, you know, seen the camera and I used to just be fucking with it. I ain't know nothing about no nothing.
Well, R.I.P. to your brother, and definitely salute him and appreciate the inspiration that, as traumatic as an event as that was, you see how things work, right?
Yep.
As traumatic an event as that was, it was also the genesis for a creativity that has put you in a certain paradigm of black culture that can't be taken away. Let me ask you a next question. What do you personally think is the cultural relevance of Snow on the Block? How do you, in other words, how do you relate the movie in the time period in which it was produced to the current times that we're living in?
Okay, it's like the movie has good longevity. I give that praise to the Almighty, you know, for it to be done lasted that long as it been
It's
out.
got legs.
And people still watching. Okay. It's almost like the shit that it was saying back then, it's almost like it was before its time a little bit.
Right.
Because some of the shit it was saying back then relates to the shit that's going on now.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Curtis. Not only do I agree with that, but I was telling someone when I was putting it together, I said, you know, is literally the OGYN, the literal like you are like the foundational for everything that we see going on. Not just in Atlanta, but
all over the world.
But literally all
Every
over the world. I
Good
mean,
name.
worldwide.
Worldwide. In real life.
Absolutely.
Yep.
So my next question to you is, what changes have you seen in the community in which this film was produced over the last number of years?
Really, that was a good question because it has been a big change, but the change is in what's that word? When they come in
gentrification.
The change came in gentrification, baby. I'm talking about when they came in and switched everything up. Man, they tore down a lot of like monuments to us that meant something. And spots that, you know, everybody can, you know, say they went, you know, and chill at. They killed a lot of real home feeling spots when people that had no home place they can go to. They killed a lot of spots like that, you know what I mean, for real street people, you know what I mean? So yeah, that gentrification shit, that's mostly what changed.
You touched on the loss of your brother and how that affected you in a positive way. Living in that time period, I can imagine that you probably saw a lot of soldiers die on the battlefield.
We lost a lot of soldiers.
And how does that affect a person? How old were you at that time?
When the movie first dropped, I think I was like 22, something like that.
Very young.
Yeah.
That's a very. What does that do to a person? See so much loss. What does it do?
It was almost like see, this what happened to me. Let's just say Monday through Friday, a whole week. Okay, on Monday, my brother got killed.
Okay.
Tuesday went by. On Wednesday, my mother died. When Thursday went by, on Friday, my cousin got killed. It was all in the same neighborhood, all in the same week. So I ain't even really had that much time, I can say, to mourn my brother. Because when that happened to mama, it's like, God damn. Then to cousin, like, God damn.
Wake up, nigga.
Grandma used to say, devil come in threes. It came for real. It really came.
So what are some of the other things that you learned from your grandmother that kind of influenced you in your life? Like if you can think of some of the maybe values or
you know, grandma was different. She was see with grandma, you know, goddamn, she was a real church. I'm talking about the real. We used to be in church down there 3-4 days out of the week. I'm talking about if we just got them at the church.
That sounds about right.
We were deacons and shit, you know. So we had a revival, Sunday school. God damn it, you name it. She let you know that.
Well, one reason I know that's yeah, and you know, I really love them folks.
They love you.
They embrace me in this community, and I, you know,
You ain't just got him.
I can't forget that. My next question to you is usually a closing question, but this is not a closing, but I want to ask the question, and I'm sure you've heard this before, but what is the advice that you would give to this generation of YNs and where you see them going?
It's almost like, it's looking like a pattern. I don't know if it was meant to be this way or what certain people went through an experience, you know, out of their life coming up as a child. Okay, everybody went through some kind of trauma, some kind of something, but it was goddamn it, you had to overcome it no matter whatever it was, because some people had it worse than others. Okay. Right. Once you get to a certain point, if you're not slow, you know, like riding a little bus, and you got common sense, and you know right and wrong, and you know what's going on, it's up to you then to, hey, let me make, you know, all your sins is to your parents, like all the way up to you 12 years old. Correct. You turn 12 now, all your sins go to you. If you know right from wrong, and you still do it, as if you believe in God, boom. You know, this generation, some of them, it's like they don't believe in God, but some of them ain't been in church and shit. Look, they ain't having grandmas like we got.
Look, this is the first generation that I've seen young black people embrace Satan.
Yeah, because it's almost like they're promoting it.
Literally embrace him. Like, you know how we were bad, we got in trouble,
but we knew
we sinned,
stay away
but
from
we knew we was not finna just make an entire, you know, selling of ourselves to, we didn't have any interest, demon spirits.
You know, anything like that.
Nah,
but that I know is real. I done seen, you know, some you know, my younger partners or whatever, I'm talking about do some shit the way I was like, now they know, you know what I mean? But it's like, it's almost like, if you see your friend make a mistake or whatever he did, shoot somebody or whatever, but he get life in prison, you just watched him get life, he gone, it's over with. Ain't no way in the hell you supposed to go do nothing even remotely to that for you can get life.
Right.
How the hell you gonna do something damn near to that? Now you get 20 or 30. I can't. And
it doesn't,
come on now.
But
I'm saying to myself, it's like, you see how they making that shit look like it's in prison. Motherfucker with money, motherfucker at the club. Yeah, I mean,
it almost
might think that, and you know, might just want to see, you know, everybody in the game. So it's like they partners down now. They might want to get that, but they
don't tell everybody
that ties into Operation Lighthouse. Operation Lighthouse was something in the music industry, according to people like Professor Grip, who was there. They were meeting at, I think now they say,
Busy Bone, somebody over there.
Busy Bone, right? And they were meeting at his house, and he had to get on up out of there because they were trying to induce them into making music that they wanted them to promote violence in order to.
Private prison.
They own private prisons.
And they'll come to you and try to influence you.
Right now, if you look it up, there's some shit going on with them trying to sue them because they ain't living up to their part of the bargain. You know, they said they were going to feel
the right.
They ain't doing it. You can look at it right now. They like, hey, y'all said y'all we done gave y'all whatever. That shit crazy.
I talked about how much of a cult classic and how historically important the film. I can't even call it a movie. I call it a film. But give me 3 films that you think are in that same cultural relevance, and speaking specifically to the story of inner city life.
New Jack City.
Agreed.
You got to. With the
yeah.
It was up in New York too.
Not Juice.
Not Juice. My boy Mitch.
Okay.
whatever.
Oh my goodness. Paid in full.
Yep, paid in goddamn full.
Yeah, agreed.
And last but definitely not least, Poison.
I would have to agree with you. Those are absolutely 3 phenomenal films that I would put in the category of Snow on the Bluff, which I make no. It's hard not to hold it in high regard. You know what I mean? Is there anything okay? What's a question that people don't often ask you that you walk away from an interview or a conversation with thinking, man, they should have asked that?
Am I still the person I was 10 or 15 years ago?
Curtis Snow, are you still the person you were 10, 15 years ago?
No, I'm not.
Well, that is...
And I changed for the good.
I would have to agree.
Everybody trying to step up.
And I'm proud of myself.
Right.
Because I don't think the same. I don't look at things the same. You know, it's just, I woke up.
Right.
And it's like I grew up.
If you don't mind, can I say this?
Sure.
This man here taught me treat nobody over here. We people that. That's what he told me. And since then,
you're at the bottom of the map when you're right here.
Yeah.
Nobody can judge nobody.
You got to treat everybody right.
But this it.
And not for nothing, for the audience, I do want to say to you that since I've known this gentleman here, he has been nothing but absolutely respectful, accommodating, welcoming in the community. I can tell you that there are a lot of men who characterize themselves as heterosexuals who can't even be in my space for more than 2 seconds. And I know
that.
Right, and I think we know where that comes from.
You always respect.
Yeah, we do.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
We know. We know.
Yeah.
I've been knowing you about 5 years ago.
Curtis has always been a real one, and I'm going to take this time to thank him for coming by. He brought a couple of things, I can put them on camera, whatever. But
he put me on camera. He taught me. He taught me. Don't disrespect nobody over here.
Yeah, I mean, in real life.
I know that's right. You said don't disrespect.
He the one made me out the Bluff. He the one made me respect.
Okay.
People over here in the Bluff.
Okay.
That's what it is. I've been over here, 10 years or more?
Yeah.
I ain't never got disrespected. I ain't never had no... I'm tolerant. Motherfuckers know me from something.
Right. Yeah. And I see you with 2 times a week. So, yeah, I see.
Trying to fit in and be in the crowd, all that don't work no more.
No.
You got to get around people who you know what's up.
Around you, trying to disrespect you around me.
Well, I appreciate that. I hope they. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
And I told you, if they do, we know what's up. Yeah. They don't have nothing to say.
Let's see, do we have any questions from the audience? Let's see if we got a couple questions from the audience. I know they got some questions. Let me take my glasses off here. Hey, Dominique, showing love. That's Karma. Hey, Karma, you always pull up. I love you. I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Okay. Something to say. How you doing? Okay, someone says, my sister unalived her man, then my cousin passed, then someone got else unalived. Oh, right, that was coming threes, was the point, right.
I bet you walking these streets for 5 years.
Stay right there next door, 8 years in the house, he stayed right all this while.
Next door to
He ain't moved nowhere.
Yeah, I've been here a minute. So... does anyone have any questions for Mr. Snow?
Yeah, hit me with it. They know.
Anybody got any questions for Mr. Snow? I actually
I don't know how to fake it. I don't know how to be nothing but real. You know what I mean?
Okay, so
And ain't no question are living with me because you already know.
Do you ever consider like in the future maybe doing something within that realm again or similar? Because I can tell you that if you do, I'd love to partner up in some way. Like,
You never told me that now.
no, for real, Kirk. I'm so serious. Like, I will look. I work on a string budget. Cause I see what you can do.
Okay.
I've seen your dreams come to fruition. So I'm confident that you understand what I'm saying. So if you ever listen, if you ever think about jumping back in that film game,
We still working.
you know,
Get some paperwork right.
that's fine. Yeah,
Once
makes
we
sense.
do that, back in the saddle, we back working.
Makes sense.
I'm coming to get you.
Makes sense.
I'm coming to get you because
Don't never
see, like
think
my mind just like Tyler Perry.
Do this and do that.
Like he come up with it, I can come up with it.
Money, baby.
I got a question.
You got a question?
Yeah.
Are you okay with being on camera?
I ain't got no
I'm
problem.
just asking a question for y'all. To the end.
All right, no problem.
Put some spice
But
in
the
it.
question is, if the movie was made to make a profit, or it was just made, right?
Right.
And we decided what we're gonna do, and went to gas station, went everywhere with it.
Right.
Now looking to here in 2026, you got a person like Pooh Shiesty who's gonna be the #1 rapper, and you have a choice from you. I put this on camera, or should I put this on camera, or choose being behind bars for life? That's the paradigm to me. It's like how can you square everything up? How can you square? How can you square putting something on camera, thinking that this is gonna make me be real? Opposed to now, the situation is now I'm gonna spend my life in jail. How do you square that?
Okay, look, I look at it like that. It's like we got two different sets of worlds. I told you only live twice. You got your younger crowd that's like, hell yeah, I go to jail, spend the rest of my life. You know what I mean? And you got your older crowd, hey man, stupid is stupid. Hey man, don't win the head. Boom. So them two different worlds now. The YNs, they like, hey, and they teaching to be boom. Okay, so and here go us. They look like us down there is old, but we older and know, hey, shit goes a different way. You know what I'm saying?
So that's the paradigm.
Yes.
It's kind of crazy. The paradigm that needs to be questioned. Something that was secluded because nobody knew from the movie. Nobody knew behind the scenes how the life would be. Now that everybody knows how life is behind the scenes, how do you make that into a profit now in 2026? Because if we was to make the movie now, it would be nothing but an Instagram meme.
No, that's from somewhere.
To me, it'll be a free Instagram meme because you're not getting it now. Yeah, you're not getting no.
That's not a bad
point.
point.
With a deal.
That's actually not a bad point.
Yeah, you gotta think about it because now everything that used to be hidden is seen. So everybody can see it now. Where's the value?
And
the value now is there.
Wasn't always meant to be seen.
Yep.
He said that you just hold on. He just dropped the jewel. He said, "What did you say? You said the value is and was not seen."
Yeah. To me, now the value is not and what's not seen. The value is in privacy, which means privacy companies gonna be making more money, or people that like.
You know what? What? People are putting their real business on this shit. Somebody will put their real story of business out there and then come back and tell you, why you ain't been put your business out there.
Right.
I would have never knew.
I wouldn't have knew.
You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't have knew.
Information.
That's why I be telling people, you always have the right to remain silent. When I be around certain people, they be going to my, I'll be like, now you know you have the right to remain silent. And they'll still keep talking. Like the police is not telling you this just because of you going to court.
Right.
In general.
Police don't got this shit no more. They doing it for them.
So it's like the paradigm is now that we did what we did. If everybody in the world had a camera, if the door had a ring, if the person had a phone, now that's so if that's reality, then what's the real cost of privacy?
See, deal with the thing. He was the first motherfucker. He was my first manager. He was the first person with me. Goddamn it, copying CDs and shit, taking them to the store, leaving them on consignment. So we was just take to a live store and when we most time then when they sell them, they pay us, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But boom, he knew that what we were doing was we were damn near exposing a real raw world. Nobody would have never knew what goes on with us if we wouldn't show them that. And that was real, what we used to do for real.
So wait a
It
minute,
wasn't made
because that
up.
means that you were really quite young back then
Yeah,
when that
he my
movie.
first
You were
man.
extremely.
He was the
How
first
did y'all look at like distribution
man.
and?
We didn't know.
Nothing
We didn't know. But the main thing is when we went to the first movie festival, film festival, what did the dude get mad about? He was mad because somebody was cutting dope with a baby in it. With a baby in the
They
scene.
keep on saying it's the movie, like we watch the movie,
Right.
and some dude gonna say that's disrespectful to a child, so he jump out his seat. We almost got the goddamn fighting at the shit. The feel like that. It's a movie. But he see us right there, so I guess he trying to make a show out of something.
Right.
Man, it's a movie. He just couldn't believe that we wrote this shit and it was all our shit. He
Right.
some more shit. And they're like, hey man, but he really interrupted a lot of shit. But the shit he was saying is like, yeah, you know, you
were
supposed
really
to.
cut.
There ain't no dope up
Right.
behind no child, but there ain't nowhere for
Right.
the child to be, and I got to babysit him right now. And this is what I got to do. If you don't finna motherfucking do.
So then this question, so then this brings it to a different psychology level. If we know if we use these 2 points in history as a graph,
Right.
we have Snow on the Bluff that started it,
Yeah.
and Puchaisi is the height of it.
Right.
Then what we've been
Good
living in
point.
between, from Dolph getting killed and all that, was this all staged? Was this
Whoa.
all?
But listen,
Was it scripted?
Listen,
Was it?
the movie was a message.
It was
It
a message.
too.
The beginning.
No matter how a person look at it,
It's a
message.
cautionary
You know what I
tale.
mean? You know, so it was up to you to take it how you wanted to take it.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
It was
saying?
like it was everything staged from the Tupac. It was all this stuff staged now because now even with the Tupac situation,
So
you start looking at all the players now. The people
But
that's
that's how they listen. That's how they make money. They
all
put
these
the
top people
lines
now was
and the
all
mixes
involved
in
in
now.
the small
Right.
Keep you
situation.
guessing.
Now in the bigger
Right.
picture, it was
All
all
you
involved.
guessing
From
till the day you die.
to Jay-Z to all these people. And it's like, well, damn, that's kind of weird. You know what I mean? Like, these same people that was involved with this man being died is now involved in this situation and that situation.
These are
When they found out that controversy and bullshit really sells,
Mhm.
they ran with it.
Yeah.
crazy.
So
You
then
wasn't
now
gonna
people
get
lost their
nothing
lives
else out of it.
or somebody else's story, or a story that somebody wanted to tell in a different way.
A real story because, you know, when they found out that anything, you can make up a lie, make up some, you know, plenty of people live, other people
There it
life.
is.
But they know that shit right there. We were living that day by day.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what was going to happen the next day. We got a lot of shit we couldn't show because, you know, like, you know what I mean? It was
Right,
real.
right. It was a
But
lot
then when
of.
people say they want it real,
Right.
then when I tell them that, and they say, well, no, hell no. Everybody gonna just, so I'm like, now we got to put some more shit in it to still make it look mixed. Thank God I was able to keep the creative control so it can be the way it still was.
Right.
Right about
Because
that.
if Hollywood or they would have put they what's name in it, it would have looked, it wouldn't have been like it was. You know what I'm saying?
And he says
That
was
fight for
God.
creative control. What does that look like?
Boy, when you do it the way you know how to do it and the way you do it when you meet these people, because nowadays when you meet these folks, they want to put their spin on it.
Nope.
Right.
How can you
They
put
know
your
how
spin on
to
it if you've
carry.
never been in a neighborhood like
They
that?
know
You
how
never
to
been in a
carry.
dope house. You
Good
never
point.
been no dope. You never been around no
Yeah.
But they ain't gonna tell me something about that. Ain't they gonna let you really tell me something about something? Like I say, the movie wrote in Washington, 9th grade. I wrote that movie in the 9th grade.
Damn.
And
That shit is genius.
real talk, I wrote that movie in 9th grade. For the
That's
people who know.
effing
It's like making
genius. I
AI.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
It's like creating AI. Sometimes when you keep using the AI on your phone, they call it drift, where the AI will start to drift into what you create and then create something that you don't want. Creative control is
Exactly.
essential to anything.
Yeah.
Not even just creating a movie, but your own life.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Even your own
Especially
life.
when they know, hey, this is it can't be done no other way. It got to be done
Right.
this way
This
so the
way
people
or
can
no
get
way.
the message of where I'm going with this. Everything I did in that, people knew where I was going with it and how it was. It wasn't never no time in the movie where I came up. Think about that. I didn't come up in the movie. You know how the movie had a happy ending. Well, I did everything I did. Then I come up and now I got on the big chain. I got on the big house. Then
Right.
go off like, yeah, I'm rich now.
Right,
and
right.
Y'all need to get. I never came up in that motherfucker.
Right.
And I still like, hey, what?
Right. Yo, twin. Right.
Yeah.
Then the question comes:
It ain't no happy ending in real life.
If this is just where we at, we look at this paradigm now. Was all this stuff worth it? Whose story is we writing? And it goes back to what you were saying.
Damn
Is it
near
God's
everybody.
plan, or
We
is it
writing every
being
street
sold
nigga
to
story.
Right.
plan?
We write
Is it
every
scripted?
street nigga story. Nigga who say he fucking be
I have another question for you. Thinking back to the script, thinking back to the movie, the plot line, plot twist, is there anything you do different? Is there anything you would add? Is there anything you subtract?
Nah, I would have put more of grandmama in there because you seen when we went to grandma's house, that didn't even look fake or didn't look, you couldn't even fake that. We didn't know what grandma was gonna say.
Right.
And see, the first thing she said,
Mm-hmm.
well, you know, God.
Mm-hmm. I remember that scene so well.
And it spooked us, but they were like, damn.
If y'all haven't seen Snow on the Bluff, you gotta see it.
You know what I'm saying? And motherfuckers know that's my real grandmama.
Right.
That's her house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She didn't say, get that camera off me or none of that. She know what I was doing or whatever. She sat straight down and said, hey, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
She said, you know what I mean? She didn't sugarcoat shit.
Beautiful scene.
Yeah.
That was a beautiful scene.
Straight, whether you like it or not. Hey, do what come with it. Do what goes with it.
So it seems to me like authenticity was very important.
That's why I put my life in the part of the movie. I told you the movie I already wrote. I wrote when I was 6 in the 9th grade.
Right.
I just put my family
Right.
as the people in the motherfucker.
Right. Okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And how many because I mean, when I see you around, from time to time, I definitely see a couple of familiar faces from the film. Yeah. How many people from that film do you still have a connection with?
Let's see. I can count them on my finger.
Wow.
But I'm dead.
Right.
I'm the man. It started with these two right here.
Right.
It started with me and Kurt at the end of the day taking it to the corner store.
Right.
It goes with it now. Yeah. When somebody thinks that something is, you remember all the hype behind the movie. So like, well, this motherfucker got to be, somebody's finna be, and the people like, oh, but you finna leave us behind or whatever they think. And it goes like haywire for a minute. And everybody fall out because they feel like somebody doing something and everybody didn't get their fair share or some old shit like that because somebody else getting people.
You got to know,
okay,
Frank.
what $1 million?
You got to
When I say
right.
I got a motherfucking $1 million
Right, that part.
in real life, okay, what money to where we're like, I can just come do it so somebody didn't see me in no goddamn Lambo or none of that.
No, right. No, you're right.
Hey, man, I ain't get tricked, but some shit went wrong in the lifestyle. I didn't know that the shit was gonna do what it was gonna do. It was beyond my expectations. It was some shit we just tried, and just so it happened.
Right.
Oh no, I'm finna get a lawyer. I feel like with a lot of people.
Right.
Because people.
Right. Let me find out. Now, I remember the Sundance Film Festival wins because that was pretty much what let me know that this movie was gonna be critically acclaimed. Because you don't even get into Sundance where. Yeah, you absolutely.
He flew me out, goddamn it, snow up to here.
Right.
They got to plow you out in front of your door every day.
Right.
Snow, goddamn, get this house. You can't even watch
one movie to represent.
Yeah, I said,
right.
You talking 2 months. Just fucking with the festival and goddamn it, accepting all these awards and shit. We shit, we're gonna do that.
Right.
Beyond expectation, but we didn't do it for that at the time. We were like, this shit do something, If it don't, it don't. I ain't put my all into it. We're like, maybe just put our all into this shit. If we don't do it, I'm gonna kill myself.
A question.
I never done that.
Question for the manager: When you first took on that role and responsibility in terms of management, I know because you were young, you could not have had the training and the expertise. Nope. But what did you have that made it work? Because it worked.
He had most of the money.
But a lot of money has been thrown on crap too.
To be honest with you, Rich Porter was LeBron's best friend, right? Mm-hmm. And Rich Porter is what? LeBron's manager, right?
Right.
So that's how I look at it. A lot of times you gotta have somebody that you know is gonna be there with you from if you broke or if you're rich. You don't watch a lot of. He says the first, but that doesn't mean that I was not around or got in my feelings about it because he understood too. This man got this life and all that stuff. There's a lot of people that came around, left and went because they're selling a dream.
Right.
Sell two people a dream that sit around and be in the car all day or eat across the table.
See,
like
when it comes to that,
Right.
your old friends ain't gonna like your new friends. Your new friends ain't gonna like your old friends.
That's a very good point. I'm actually kind of going through a situation like that.
I went through it.
I'm gonna tell a story about the real Frank.
What is
When I
that?
was in jail with real Frank. When I
Don't
was
need
in
no
jail
Frank.
with
Yeah, you all over
your
the place.
brother.
Don't need no Frank.
That nigga was in
You know
jail
Frank?
together, man. Fuck that shit.
Frank died in the goddamn house.
With me. And this guy out of jail died with a week later.
Frank was 5 feet tall, but had the heart
Yeah.
of a goddamn giant.
Oh wow.
He was in jail with me. And he got out of jail a week later, he dead, man.
1 week later.
So mad.
And Frank, he was another one. He was there from the beginning. When the movie first, when I first ever linked up with the editing people. See, we had the movie, but we didn't know how to put this shit in the sequence, you know, the editing. And we met a
Make the
nigga.
story
He was
match.
goddamn working for the first 48. When the
Right.
first 48 first came to Atlanta.
Okay.
He was a good dude though. But
When I think about Snow on the Bluff, one of the most classic lines from any movie, period. Like, I mean, it still resonates. I actually still hear it said sometimes. Four words.
Yep.
Fuck them.
Frank done
We ball.
Frank
real
done everything
Fuck
in his
'em.
life.
We ball.
We can't even, me and him tried to count the songs that done said something about the movie.
Right.
And we lost count.
It's probably possible now with AI. We can probably find all songs that mention Curtis Snow in some way, shape, or form.
We lost count at
That
300.
tells you how much the movie had an impact not only on hip hop but just like in the music and art. Period.
It had a movie. It had a strong
World.
impact. It's the one movie that anybody who comes to my house and I ask them, have you ever seen Snow on the Bluff? And if they say no, they got to sit down and watch that movie. It's immediate homework.
Where we were at we were just at Atlantic Station and we got some fans and they came and they were like, she said her top 3 movies when somebody come over her house.
Hey, Bob's Queen. Hey, Amora.
Shotters, Snow on the Bluff, and Night at the Roxbury. They're one of my favorite movies too.
Okay, y'all. I see everybody in here. Amora, something
I
to
miss
say.
He's come
Karma.
over. I miss
I'm so sorry, y'all. I haven't paid attention to the chat because the conversation been legendary.
They're gonna be like,
every time we went
ain't
to
no
the
way
store,
in hell.
Frank,
But you can't be surprised. They can't be like what you call it? What the word? Like surprised because two of the real gonna know.
Right.
Real recognize the real.
Real's gonna always recognize real.
Yeah, so however it go, and in the same area or something like that, you know what I mean? They gonna click no matter
everywhere
what.
brother went, I
yeah.
went with it. Everywhere brother went, I went with it.
All
I
right.
mean, no. You know what I mean? It's like, you know what I mean? But it's certain, like you just said, certain shit people wasn't supposed to know.
Right.
The world flipped, and then they start putting out some information.
Everybody know he robbing Gucci. Like, so is that what it was? That's what you took from Snow on the Bluff, that you supposed to let everybody know that
Right.
I robbed this man and I went whoop whoop because what you end up getting was some
told
time, not no
that
money.
young
You
generation,
didn't even get no respect because you were like, how dumb is he?
They do. They do.
Role models and, you know,
And they seem to
generation.
follow this
Yeah,
idea that if it wasn't captured on camera, it didn't happen.
Yep. They don't believe shit.
And that's right.
They don't believe shit.
It's
Because
like,
get
yeah.
with, in that situation, and you know, I don't speak on men that.
Yeah, of course.
In that situation, if the gun one never showed, it would look like they were just having a conversation.
One of the things that I talk about a lot on this platform is loyalty and how important that is to me
It's everything.
as a person, as a human being.
It's
What
everything.
is loyalty to you?
Okay, just put it like this. like the guys who be in the snitching situation.
Mm-hmm.
It can happen a lot of different ways. It's the difference between a snitch and a rat.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, a rat is a nigga who was down with everything he had going on, and then when shit hit the fan, he did that. Snitch is a nigga who was watching from afar, but he was ratting. But at the same time, he at the party, you know what I mean? But telling these folk or having it.
Right.
Okay, a lot of people got themselves in situations where they probably didn't have a choice. I don't know how it went with that.
Right.
But those are the things we call
right.
Hits or a rat. It's,
right.
That loyalty, not to say nothing. If you ain't got nothing to do with that, you don't know with the cameras and shit that they got going on now, to where goddamn and everybody want to be, you know, the one that say, you know what I mean?
So you've seen situations where maybe like someone ended up with time that they probably wouldn't have had if somebody just would have held on to that code.
But the
people didn't even know nothing.
Right.
But the camera became the informant. The camera became the informant because the camera plays both sides. The camera doesn't have no feelings. The camera doesn't have any feelings. Now the person behind the camera,
both sides.
You see what I'm saying? But the camera doesn't have any feelings. The camera gonna catch the crime or catch what's going down. It don't have no feelings. It's the viewer and the person shooting it. They're gonna have the feelings. So the camera really becomes the instigator. If you really think about it, because people always forget when it comes to crime, you got person that you can kill all the people that was there in the room, but then it's someone that's still, you know what I mean, instigated it. Who put it all together? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, like majority of the people like who just rat out, snitch, and
that's what I'm saying.
Like they didn't give a fuck from the jump. It was never no that.
They never was committed to the program.
That's what you see at the internet. On YouTube and all that stuff.
They never gave a fuck. But if you know and what's up, you gonna feel even better knowing that you stuck to the script and you was down with whatever going on. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So you can't, so you can't complain now. You can't complain now. All right, gentlemen, I can't one that I would have wanted to more than Mr. Curtis Snow. And I appreciate you guys for coming through. And I look forward to seeing y'all around, of course. And to my audience in here, you guys enjoy your evening. Like, subscribe, share. I want you to follow at Curtis Snow Entertainment. Okay, Vibes Queen or somebody, could y'all put that in the chat, please?
Oh yeah, August the 8th, we're in Marietta. You got to be there.
August 8th, Marietta.
Yeah, I can't. 585 Franklin Road.
I
think that's the address. But
Franklin Road.
I got it on my page.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm talking about it's a real
Instagram, Curtis Snow.
Indeed, real Curtis Snow.
Real Curtis Snow 1 on Instagram.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, and the YouTube is Curtis Snow Entertainment. Yep. Yes, so you guys make sure y'all tap in, check on bro, see what's going on. And if y'all give me a minute, I will be right back with you all in a second. Okay.
Speaking of nigga, done made all that money when somebody else would have done that who's already right here. He came from somewhere else and done that. He did it. But it's never too late. But somebody who right here, well, everybody in his gut, that's gonna be the motherfucker.
Well, what do you think about what do you think about the idea of, because that same person a content house, and so he's about to be pushing out content related to, you know, the same street themes that the interviews hold. And I'm actually trying to get up. Listen, I'm actually trying to get up in there as the house host.
Okay, you need to start one. You just gonna have to. You just need to start one. You need to get a spot. Where is it? Where motherfucking come? And goddamn it, you know what I mean? And for real, he do that. He rich.
Yeah, we're working on. Got something's in the pot. Something's in the stove.
You need to think about something.
Yeah.
It's not-
Some's on in the pot, some's in the oven, some's in the stove. Let me see. Does anyone? Oh, thank you so much, Vibes Queen. I appreciate you.
Yeah, I mean getting the money right now. No bullshit.
Okay, guys, keep don't forget, check that if you haven't seen it, please check it out.
Send it to my,
Snow on the Bluff.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And again, tap in the Curtis Snow Entertainment, Real Curtis Snow 1 on Instagram. All right, and I will check you guys later. You guys take care.
Our name online.